Usually, you get the Mickey Mutineers podcast, where we talk everything Disney. But sometimes... You get the Mutineer Disaster Hour, where we talk everything else. It's like Duck Duck Goose with shitty podcasts.
Movement?
What did you just say, Josh? What did you just say?
You told me not to move. You told me not to move.
I did tell you what to move, and then tell you what to move, tell you not to move, and then what did you say after that? You know what you did.
I said it's cell service towers vision based on movement.
The cell tower vision based on movement. Yes, you know what? Let's roll with this and just say, yeah. So the cell service is a...
Okay, that's a weird thing.
It's a Tyrannosaurus Rex, and if you move, Josh... No, let's make this extreme. It's a Tyrannosaurus Rex, and it's also the podcasting god, and if you move... It'll just eat you off this episode, and that's it. That's it for you. So now do you feel bad about...
Okay, I'm going to be moving here in just a little bit.
You're so screwed. You are so screwed. How do you feel about that?
Well, I'm going to be like the lawyer in Jurassic Park.
Are you pooping?
Actually, if something kills me right now, I'd be fine.
How do I joke about this without sounding horribly dark? Actually, you know what, Josh? If you were going to die, today would be the day.
I mean, can you go darker? Can you go darker than what I just said?
Yeah, I can. Because, like I said, if you were going to die, today would be the day. Because it would be so easy to calculate the age that you died at. Because happy birthday!
Like, really, you got
or death day. Who knows?
We'll see. What'd you say, Josh? I was celebrating.
I mean, generally you have, 90 days on either side of your birthday is about when you're going to die?
What?
That's a 6-month range. No, there's just this fucking thing that went around a few weeks.
50% of the year you might die?
Yeah, basically. But it's going to be closer to your birthday.
Right, but it's okay, so 50% of a calendar year.
Yeah.
It's like one of those... It's like one of those 60% of the time it works every time things.
So, okay, so let's hold on. So 90 days from either side of your birthday, that's 180 days. But a year is 365 days.
Yeah.
So actually, it's a slightly...
Oh, you just won't die those 5 days.
Are those 5 days your safe days? You can just do...
Yeah, but you don't know which ones they are.
This is a phenomenal concept, and I love it. You have to find out which of your 5 days are your safe days, and then you can do whatever you want. But let's hope that you're right.
Yeah, it's like Russian roulette, man.
But like with the worst odds imaginable. Because you're not 1 in 6. You're 5 in 365. Actually, I'm going to do that math. Hold on. Oops.
5 and 360.
No, 365. Because you still got to count those same days.
Oh yeah.
So you have a 1 in 73 chance. Oh, Jordan, you're not alone.
What?
I'll take those odds.
A 1 in 73 chance. Hey, Jordan, look in front. No, Jordan in front.
What?
Okay, Josh,
what?
Did you see that? Like.
Did I see what?
Oh no, I'm seeing things. Like I feel like there's an entity in Jordan's office, and it's kind of freaking me out. Jordan, there it is again. Look over here. No,
what?
It went to the left. Oh shit!
Left.
No, you're on the left. There it is.
What?
Oh my hell! I don't think Josh is going to be the only one to die on this episode.
I don't
What are you talking about?
what's going on
Oh,
here.
Josh, it's windy. You told me to tell you when it's windy. It's windy. But also...
Yeah, I know.
All right. Jordan, there's definitely an alien
Oh wait, hold on. No, hold on. There's a bug on my screen. Let me just there we go.
Oh shit.
Got it.
It's a horse cockroach.
Yeah, that's what it was. It's exactly what it was.
Wait, hold on. Is a horse cockroach a thing?
I'm really glad you
It is
ended
now.
that sentence
Yeah, watch out
with
for those
the word
fuckers.
roach.
I'm not.
Yeah, Jake, you need to go through the episode and just bleep out the roach part.
It's a horse cock beep. Why is that so stupidly funny? And I love it. I mean the joke, not horse. You know what? Let's move on. Jordan has brought his toys this episode. We're going to get into that. But speaking of Jordan and toys, whoa, I want to play with it.
Hey, whoa.
The horse cock?
Look, they're like, you know what? Don't kink shame me, first of all. But before we get into kink shaming, I do want to do some.
Hey,
What?
Yeah, we need to do our thing because I got.
Well, first, before we do our thing, I want to do we haven't done this forever, but some personal plugs. And by personal, I mean concerning. So when I think of Jordan and toys, I think of personal plugs. And what better way to advertise this? And Jordan has some new videos on his vlog. We haven't announced Jordan's new videos for a bit. And they're about Jordan's toys.
Well, the toys that I was looking for.
Right.
That I may or may not have purchased.
How'd we go from horsecock to Jordan's toys?
They're wildly related. Just trust me.
You know what? Just like Jake, I don't need you to kink shame me, Josh.
I'm not.
It's just a weird segue. That's all.
Mhm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
listener and or viewer, make sure you go check out Jordan's toy videos on. It sounds bad, but that's really what they are, and I love them. I love this pivot that you've taken, Jordan.
Well, they're toy hunt
Toy hunt
videos,
videos.
and I partially pivoted mainly because one, I don't live anywhere near a fucking theme park that's worth a damn.
I was about to correct
live-
you, and then you amended it.
Right. So I can't do theme park content, and I haven't been going places because my work schedule was all fucked up. But now that I have a new job, I have my Saturdays and Sundays back again. So, but I pivoted and I started to do more toy hunting videos because they're actually getting views. Like I didn't think that would be something
Yeah.
people would be interested in, but they started to get views, and I'm like, oh well, out on toy hunts all the time. I can just film them
Yeah.
and edit them and put them up. And so like all of this year practically, like since February or March, the majority of my content has just been toy hunts.
Yeah. And I like it. And you're right, they are getting views, and you do it in an entertaining way, and I like the guests that you bring along with you. What, Josh?
Oh yeah,
I mean,
my buddies.
so are you just like going out in the woods? And
like blast them with a shotgun.
Yeah. How do you hunt for toys?
That's exactly how I was just making sure.
No, actually, I caught this guy the other day, and what I did is I propped a box up with a stick, and I left a whole bunch of M&Ms,
Okay.
a trail of M&Ms, and then this motherfucker, Josh, you will not believe this shit. I heard some rustling in the bushes, right? Luckily, I was wearing my camouflage, but this is rustling in the bushes. And I thought, oh, it's just a fucking rabbit. I don't
You said
want.
camouflage?
Yeah, camouflage. I was dressed like a
So
camel.
you just got a suit with printed camels on it.
Yeah, I dressed like so I would be inconspicuous.
Okay. All right.
Again, I'm explaining my method.
It
So
would be like Jack Pumpkin, but with camels.
right. So I'm in my camouflage and I hear this rustling in the bushes, and I'm like, it's better not be a fucking rabbit because I don't want to catch. I'm not here to hunt rabbits. I'm here to hunt toys. And son of a bitch, a toy popped out of that goddamn bush and started eating all these M&Ms, just like one after another, just boom, 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 and then I had to be very careful. Josh, this fucking toy went underneath this box, and then I yeeted the fuck out of that fucking stick that was propping that box up, and I caught the goddamn toy. Fucking swear to God, caught the toy.
So, I tried to do something similar the other day.
Yeah?
I set a bear trap. I don't know where it's going. I know where it's going, but I probably shouldn't go there.
And Josh got eaten by a bear.
I had to pry himself out with a horse cock.
Well, that's what the bear used.
Oh.
Weird.
That was wildly entertaining. I was trying my hardest not to laugh too loud. But it was really hard. Anyway, as long as we're plugging things, I also made a separate channel for my cartoon. What the heck is Jake talking about on YouTube? So go and check that out and subscribe to that, which also links back to this channel and over to Jordan's channel. And it's if you don't want to subscribe to it, you can still find the videos on the Mutineer channel. It's fine. Everything's connected now. This is my dream, guys. This is the hub, the hub of our creations, and I love it. It's happening. It's taken 8 years, but it's happening. If this goes well, Josh, you're next. Hot Sauce Heathen getting his own channel.
And then Hot Dog Heathen.
So the phrase hot dog heathen popped into my head today for no reason, and I couldn't get it out, so I just texted Josh. I was like, Josh, this phrase popped into my head and I don't know what to do with it. So I just had to inform him that hot dog heathen was a thing that I was thinking about.
That's not a bad one. I like hot dog heathen.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
Josh, when you get back into town, we'll make a video for hot dog heathen.
Okay, but I've also got the hot chip challenge you got.
Again?
Yeah, it's a different year.
Is it?
No, I mean, supposedly. It feels the same.
Oh, no, hold on. I don't believe it's a different year at all. Let me just look this up.
Yeah, we did that last year.
I have the video.
Okay,
Also,
well, hurry up.
All right, let's see. It was 8 months ago. I believe that was still this year.
Yeah,
That was
When you
January.
posted it. That's when you posted it.
Yeah.
You recorded it in like December.
No, that doesn't even matter. The posting date is that's. No one gives a shit when we recorded it.
Oh, it's not like you don't sit on fucking these videos for like 4 or 5 months at a time.
Well, hold on. You're lucky that I put them together at all.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Because I believe you have the technology to also do this.
No, I don't.
You don't have iMovie on your iPad.
I have the technology. I don't have the know-how.
It's iMovie.
How about that?
All right, well, I'll...
So do it.
What?
You just said it was your movie.
No, You know what? I'm the new hot sauce heathen. I am taking your crown.
You're gonna take videos of yourself drinking apple cider vinegar.
And like mayonnaise. Anyway, real quick before Josh has to go, for this disaster hour, I did prepare a small game of shame. And you're probably thinking, well, this is a disaster hour. Don't you usually do the game of shame like for Disney stuff? Yes, but not now. We're expanding. Because I thought, I feel like we were limiting ourselves. There are so many idiots out there leaving shitty-ass reviews that... No, we can expand this way out to whatever the hell we want. Hello, Xenomorph. So, today, I picked 3 very, well-known tourist destinations? Landmarks, that's the one I'm going for. And, we're going to start... Josh, do you want to start?
Yeah.
So, what do you got?
Well, so this is from Jerry H. from Orlando, Florida. Niagara Falls.
Niagara Falls.
One little dot, a boat ride.
In June 2014, and it says couples also. I don't know what that has to do with anything else.
Neither do I.
Maybe a couple of boat rides. Anyways, the boat ride puts you nice and close to the bottom of both falls. The closeness makes you wonder why people jumped. This is a total correlation is not causation type thing. I mean, maybe they're up on top and they wanted to see the bottom of the falls closer. Who knows?
So they jumped. I just like that this guy's on a boat ride, and that's where his mind goes. Like, this is beautiful. Why did people jump? 1 star.
Huh? I'd be on the bottom of the boat going, "This is fucking awesome. I wonder how many people jump."
1 star.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, what?
Yeah, this bothered him so much that he went on to TripAdvisor and wrote a review about it.
Yeah, I mean, without getting too much into suicide awareness, it's
well, hold on.
The natural beauty of something usually doesn't deter people from jumping off of things. Just saying.
In all fairness, a lot of them were just daredevils. Going over the falls in a barrel of rum.
Well, the problem was the barrel wasn't full. If the barrel was full of rum, then they'd get drunk, and then they'd be more limber for the bottom.
Yeah, they didn't even have to worry about getting smashed on the rocks. They were going to be smashed well before they got to the rocks. Oh man! So I'm going to go next, and so the one I picked was the Golden Gate Bridge. And if you're not familiar with this is in San Francisco, California, America.
Wait! Is this also by Jerry H?
No, why? Who's Jerry H?
He's the one that wrote the one I just read.
He just goes to places that people jump off.
The boat to the bottom of the bridge was beautiful. It makes me wonder why people jump.
That's not the review. This is from Jude3333. So how lucky of them to get like that one. There were 3,332 other Judes. 1 star, Golden Gate Bridge. Couldn't see. Was so foggy the day we came in. We couldn't even see it until we were on it. We were never in a good spot to see after the fog lifted. 1 star. Let's give this son of a bitch a negative review based on something that 0 people have any control over. Damn weather.
That is fucking hilarious.
And again, angry enough to log into TripAdvisor, like, what the fuck? I hate this.
Yeah, I was in San Francisco a week and a half ago.
I went there once. I left my heart there. What?
Guess what I saw?
The Golden Gate Bridge?
Fog.
Oh. Did you leave a 1-star review on the city?
I mean, you could call it that, I guess.
San Francisco is the best mini donuts in the world. Just saying.
Oh, yeah, they do.
And the sourdough's fantastic. All right, so Jordan has one that I guess normally... Hold on, Jordan looks lost in thought. What are you thinking about?
I'm still trying to contemplate this asshole who left a 1-star review because of the fog. I'm thinking really hard to maybe, so you're like, oh no, I could totally see this point, but this motherfucker was like, too foggy. Where's TripAdvisor? Like, God.
You're just trying to empathize with him a little bit?
I was trying, but I'm like, no, I don't see it. I can't understand why this.
Neither did he.
Fucking Mother Nature. I'm gonna leave a bad review. He was leaving a bad review about the Golden Gate Bridge when the Golden Gate Bridge wasn't even the problem. The weather was the problem.
You can't leave bad reviews on the weather.
But what if you could?
Oh God. Guess we're gonna start a new app, huh?
Doesn't fucking matter what he was leaving. Like, you went to TripAdvisor to leave a nasty review because the weather was foggy.
It's like that one episode of Ren and Stimpy where Ren gets all pissed because he can't see the forest because all the trees are in the way.
But also, I do want to point out that that bridge is built on like literally one of the foggiest areas of that coast. Like, I dare say it's foggy more often than not.
It's so foggy that, you know, the fog rolled over, and then like 2 years later, it went away, and all of a sudden there was a bridge.
Wow, that's magical fog. It should get way more than 1 star.
Yeah.
Jordan is angry, and I feel like
I don't like that would be as ludicrous of me going on to TripAdvisor and then complaining about the dude's TripAdvisor rating because that's not what TripAdvisor is for.
I mean, can you report these reviews?
I don't know. I wouldn't want to. I don't need my content taken
Hi, guys.
away. What are you leaving?
I got
Jam, I'll try and get back on.
Okay. Good luck. Love you. Happy birthday.
All right. Bye, happy birthday.
All right, Jordan.
All right.
So, unlike mine and Josh's, people don't normally jump off of yours,
Right.
but I guess the possibility is there.
All right. So mine is a review from TripAdvisor for Old Faithful. So this is by Shikar, Salt Lake City, Utah. So this is close to you, I guess. 341 contributions this person has had on TripAdvisor, so that's great. 1 out of 5 circles. They should rename it Unfaithful and Weak. This was posted in September of 2014. So I'm glad we just passed the 7-year anniversary of this fucking hot take right here. Well, they should rename this geyser because not once did it go off at the predicted time. When we finally did see it, we weren't as impressed. The water spouting out was weak and short in duration. There are other geysers throughout the park that were more majestic, but you have to hit them at the right times. Definitely would encourage a guided tour. You get more out of your visit to the park. So perhaps, and Jake, I'm just throwing this out there, perhaps old Shikar here, Shikar, didn't hit Old Faithful at the right time.
Oh, you mean he didn't do that exact thing that he encouraged people to do in the second half of his review? You know, those. Also, can I just point out that the fact that we can even predict this very natural phenomenon, like, Old Faithful isn't on a spigot. Like, someone's not in the back turning it on. And this guy has the audacity to belittle its weak stream, first of all. Like, he's trying, you know? I just... What do people expect, Jordan? What do people expect when they see Old Faithful?
Water?
Like, coming out of the ground? Maybe it's not even lukewarm, but kind of boiling hot.
Sure.
Yeah. I have no idea who oversold this idea to this man. Or why he thinks that the other geysers in the park are any better. They're in the same system. They're on the same spigot.
I just
God's spigot. You just what?
I don't under like. I feel like rating Like that would be me going to the Grand Canyon and leaving a 1-star review going, man, it wasn't as deep as I thought it would be. Like it's just I don't understand.
Idaho has a bigger canyon. I recommend going to that one.
Going to see Mount Rushmore. 1 out of 5 stars. It wasn't a natural formation. It was totally man-made.
Going to the Golden Gate Bridge. Couldn't see it. The fog rolled in. 1 out of 5 stars.
Yeah.
But at least only Josh has had the guy wondering how many people jumped off of this.
God damn.
Aren't people the best? And by best, I mean the worst.
Yeah.
So this right here is why I wanted to expand the game of shame, because, Jordan, this barrel is bottomless.
I mean, I'm down for it. Like, I feel like we've just cracked a door to a whole new world.
Yeah. And, like, some of the Niagara Falls one had legitimate, 1-star reviews. But those aren't fun. But you get idiots in there, and so much potential to rip on them on this show. It's what we're here for. It's what we do.
Yep.
So, Jordan,
What's
I want
up?
to see your toys.
Oh, here's one.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I bought another one kind of like this. For the people who are listening to an audio podcast, I bought a NECA. The toy company is called NECA, but I bought an alien from the first Alien film. So on the box, it doesn't say Xenomorph because it hadn't been named a Xenomorph at that point. It was just the alien for the first film.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh.
So what was really cool about this figure is that the box is reconstructed to look like the original toy line from 1980, 1981, something like that. And it just says the alien because the movie was called Alien. It wasn't called Xenomorph.
Right.
It wasn't until they started expanding on like the lore of the movie that they were like, oh, well, we'll just call them Xenomorphs. I'm like, yeah, but they were called the Alien before.
You know what I really like about that toy? Here, bring it up here a second. One more time.
This one right here?
So what I like about it is in that movie, in the first movie, and I'm pretty sure the first movie is the only one like this. I'm going to try to make this make sense, but like, and this isn't a complaint, but the Xenomorph was clearly a man in a suit.
Yeah.
But like, look, I love the first movie. It's my favorite Alien movie. It's terrifying. It's fantastic. But I like how this toy that you're holding has like those human proportions, because I feel like in later movies they got kind of more lizard-like, if you know what I mean.
Well, in the third one, it infected a dog.
I never saw the third one.
You never saw the third one?
No. So the only ones I've seen,
that was a good one.
I've seen the first one, the second one, Prometheus, and the newest one.
You know what? A lot of people give the third one crap, but it was actually really good. It was directed by David Fincher.
Yeah.
So, so in the film, the Xenomorph, the face hugger, infects a dog. That's why the one in the third one is lizard-like, because its host was a dog body.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. I never saw any of the versus Predator movies.
Saw the first one, and I stopped.
I didn't see any of those. I did see Prometheus and Covenant.
Yeah.
Which I really, really liked.
I thought they were fantastic.
I thought that, like, with Prometheus, like, there was a weird dynamic. There's a weird paradigm shift in that film, right? Because, all right, so let's talk about this for a second. So the first Alien film was just a monster movie in space.
Yeah.
Like, that's all it was. It was directed by Ridley Scott. That's all it was meant to be. And H.R. Geiger had that really cool design for the alien that kind of made it blend in with all the mechanics of the Nostromo.
Uh-huh.
Right, great movie, a horror movie up and down.
Yeah.
Again, monster movie in space, which is why it's my favorite. A lot of people go Aliens because it's very action packed, but we also had a director change. That was a James Cameron film, and it was totally action packed.
Yeah.
Dude, tons of aliens, tons of violence, tons of guns, tons of explosions, tons of shit. And then the third one got a little kind of back to like the seriousness of the threat of the first one.
Uh-huh.
because you're back down to only one alien, but you're kind of on this you're on a colony, and I can't remember if it's a prison colony or if it's like a colony where it's only men. It's only men, and I feel, if I'm remembering correctly, there's like a religious aspect to it. Didn't see the alien or the two, and then you get fucking Resurrection.
Never saw that one.
Which a lot of people shit on. I saw it in the theater. I actually rewatched it not too long ago, and I really like it. Like I don't hate it. I thought it offered some pretty cool, interesting ideas into the Alien franchise. But then we come to Prometheus, right? So now, like the first chunk of movies was just there's one alien, there's many aliens, there's only maybe a couple of aliens, but they're still a threat, and they're still very monstrous. We get to Prometheus, and it's written and directed by Ridley Scott again, who did the first one. But now we're starting to get like bigger ideas and themes in that movie. Whereas the first movie, again, monster movie in space, this movie got very, I don't know, reflective. Like what is it? Is God real? What did God do? Was like all these big concepts of like world creation.
Yeah.
And how that kind of and how the creation of the xenomorphs fit into like whatever concept of like God or deity or a great creator there was. Like I felt like maybe Ridley Scott was like, I'm gonna die soon, and I'm questioning my own mortality and creation. And I feel like a lot of that went into this script.
Yeah, like with the engineers and everything.
Exactly. And then Covenant happened, and it was just a mad scientist movie.
Yeah, but
and I love
in
that.
the same, because Covenant is a sequel to Prometheus.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the same characters. Or
yeah,
one of the same characters, I guess. Most of them died. But yeah, and I remember a lot of people being disappointed in Prometheus because, like, there is no xenomorph until like the last 10 seconds of the movie.
And it's not even a xenomorph.
It's like a proto-xeno.
It's like a protomorph.
Yeah. And then, what's is his name David?
Yeah.
And then, in Covenant, David kind of takes that idea and makes the xenomorphs finally. But I really like those movies. But I agree with
you. Yeah, they're great.
I never even thought of Covenant as a mad scientist movie.
Yeah, because all he does is just experiment with making the xenomorph.
Yeah. Like, that is a straight-up Frankenstein movie. I like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh. I need to watch that again. That movie had, like, one of my favorite... I'm going to call it a chest burster scene, but it was not through the chest. When it came out the spine of the one dude.
Oh, yeah.
Holy
I forgot
shit.
about that.
That was intense.
But, it's funny you say that because so I bought this figure. I think, again, it's the xenomorph figure or the alien figure. But the original release, it came in a different box, and it came with the chest burster, the egg, and a face hugger. This one came with neither of those things. So whenever I was out and about, I was like, well, if I see another one with all that extra stuff, I'll buy a second one. So I found one, and it was an extra $35 I wasn't expecting to spend. But I've got one, and he's a slightly different paint job. He's got like blue tint to him.
Uh-huh.
And he has different hands. But it came with all the extra stuff. And a friend of mine gave me a tip and said that, like, because these things are I don't want to say they're hard to pose or hard to stand. This one is actually pretty good. But a friend of mine sent me a picture of his room, and he's got like 6 or 7 of these things, and he actually thumbtacked them to the wall. So they're like crawling down and crawling up his wall, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna get some thumbtacks and
cool.
Totally make this. Yeah. So I have to figure out how to pose this thing to get it to stay on the wall. So, but this is a pretty solid figure. Like, NECA makes great stuff. NECA is expensive because, like, on the cheap side, their figures are $30 a piece.
Yeah.
but the quality is insane.
Oh yeah, so I have 4 or 5 NECA Godzilla figures. I'd get them, but they're in the other room. And,
no, that's fine.
But
hold on to those because they lost the rights to make Godzilla figures.
That's
so so keep those in good condition.
Okay, but like the articulation in them. First of all, I don't even think their actual Godzilla has this much articulation. Because like ankles, knees, hips, arms, wrists, neck, like jaw, chest, like they're super posable. So those are the only NECA figures I have, but man, you're right. The NECA quality is just chef's kiss.
Yeah. So I bought another NECA. I actually bought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 5 or 6 NECA figures over the last couple of weeks. But this is the one that I got that I was really excited when I found it.
Oh, what? Oh, holy shit. That's way bigger than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, so I got so for the listener, I picked up the NECA version of the Gargoyles Goliath figure. So if you're watching the stream, you see it, but if you're just listening, I just told you what it was. But this figure is fucking phenomenal. It comes with a whole bunch of accessories. It comes with a whole bunch of hands that you can pop out and place in. So he's like closed fist, open hand. He comes with another head that doesn't have his gargoyle, like his pupilless eyes. So this figure, it's got some heft to it. And obviously, like, it's got the big wingspan.
That wingspan is like a foot or more.
That's easily more than a foot. It's probably like
good foot and
13, a good 15 inches. Yeah. So, this figure is highly detailed and it looks amazing. But there are a couple of things that I'm a little bummed about. And one of the things is, again, you can take his hands out because you can swap out hands if you want like a closed fist. This one right here, the right wrist swivel is really, really loose. So sometimes if the weight of his hand, just kind of gives in, the entire hand will just kind of swivel down. And you have to put it back up and kind of finagle it and pose it. I've heard of a trick where if you take some clear nail polish and put it around the peg that goes in the socket, it kind of thickens up.
Oh.
And helps the tolerances. So I did that, and it seems to help a little bit. But here's the thing, Jake. With as impressive as this thing looks, the wings are a hard plastic.
Wait, what? I thought
like the wings are a hard.
They look like they'd be that softer vinyl-y stuff.
So if this thing takes a tumble and it lands on the wing, these wings are breaking.
Oh yeah.
Like there's no way around it. These wings will break. So it's one of those things where you have to display it with care, because if it falls over and it falls off of a shelf onto the ground, there's no way the wings aren't breaking.
Yeah.
But there's some good detail in there. So I was kind of hoping that, because some figures now have been coating some of their plastic in this faux fleshy, softer plastic to kind of give it like a realistic fleshy texture.
Uh-huh.
And I was hoping that they would do that with the wings, but they did not, which is kind of a bummer. So, but this was kind of like the big pickup for me over the weekend because it was a $38 figure. And because when I got home and I started watching Gargoyles on Disney Plus, and I'm almost done with season 1 right now. Because I remember watching Gargoyles whenever I was a kid. I don't remember how heavy the cartoon was because I was watching a couple episodes. I'm like, damn, there's some heavy shit going on. Like, there's one episode I watched where a gargoyle used a gun and shot someone.
Holy shit.
And I was like, yeah. And like, they didn't shy they weren't shy about showing the gun on camera either. Like it was like they showed the dude, the gargoyle pulling the trigger, and I was like, damn man, this was 94. So
jeez.
Yeah, no, so I started to rewatch Gargoyles, and I know I watched them, but I don't remember them. So I'm kind of going back and rewatching them, and
that's how I am.
It's really good.
Should I watch it?
I would recommend it.
So I have no way to back this up, and I haven't fact checked this at all. I could be completely wrong, but when I was little, I always felt like Gargoyles was kind of like Disney's answer to the Batman animated series.
That's exactly what it was.
Oh, was it really?
Uh-huh.
Oh, shit. Go, Jake. Little kid Jake.
Yeah, well, I mean, look at the animation style.
Yeah. And just
there were a lot of things that were kind of trying to be that at that point.
Yeah. And I'm kind of the same as you. I watched Gargoyles. I don't remember anything of it. I just remember enjoying it. And it was cool.
Mm-hmm.
One of the
I forgot that they never had names. Like at the beginning, they don't have names except for the main guy, Goliath, where the castle owners in Scotland in 994 gave him the name Goliath. But none of the other ones had names. And like 3 or 4 episodes in, whenever they accept New York as their home, they start naming themselves after places in New York.
Yeah, that's why there's like
so
Bronx,
I
Brooklyn.
was like, oh, that's Bronx, Brooklyn, Broadway, and Hudson.
Also, while you were talking about that, I looked up. It had, like, for its time, it kind of had a hell of a voice cast.
Yeah, the main villain is Jonathan Frakes from Star Trek.
Yeah.
Ed Asner was Hudson.
Yep.
Rest in peace, Ed Asner.
See.
Who else was there?
Well, Goliath.
Oh, we got Keith David,
Yep.
right? Yeah.
Okay, I want to see if you can get this one. Who does Bronx?
Frank Welker.
Whoa, you got it!
Yeah.
Nice.
Right.
And in typical Frank Welker fashion, he does quite a few voices on this show.
Yeah.
I remember one time have you ever looked at how extensive Frank Welker's...
Yes, it's nuts, isn't it?
Like, I read a thing once that he's technically the most money-making actor ever. Because of like what he does and the movies that he does them in. Like, even little animal sounds, you're like, oh shit, that was Frank Welker? In like big budget blockbuster movies. Like, I bet he did some of the sounds in Avatar. I don't know this for sure, but
he was Megatron.
Yeah. Wait.
Yeah, he was Megatron.
In the was he Megatron in the Bumblebee movie?
No. Maybe.
He did.
I can't remember.
What the hell did he do in the Michael Bay Transformers? Because he wasn't Megatron in those. It was...
I know he was the voice on some of the video games.
Yeah. Shit.
What's weird about Frank Welker is that... Because he also did Freddy from Scooby-Doo.
Uh-huh.
And... he still sounds like Freddy from Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
50 years later.
Yeah, that's just his normal voice.
Yeah.
Okay, so he, unfortunately, in Transformers The Last Night, which was... Come on, that was garbage. He was Megatron in that one.
Okay.
And in Age of Extinction, the Dinobot one, he was Galvatron. And in in Dark of the Moon, he was... oh, yeah, of course he was Shockwave. And then eventually Soundwave.
I think he was Soundwave in the G1 cartoon too.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he definitely was, because Soundwave in the G1 cartoon sounded just like Dr. Claw.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Wait, no, that's not true.
It's not?
No. He was the voice of Dr. Claw. And then there was an episode where there was an audio mess up where he did a line as Dr. Claw, and for some reason it passed production. But Soundwave had more of that sonic resonance sound. He wasn't very grumbly like Dr. Claw was.
Yeah, Frank Welker's that dude's insane in the what he's been in.
That dude, yeah, he's a national treasure.
Actually, I have his IMDb up right now, and if I click on filmography, you know how it'll say like how many they've been. Holy shit! So he in his acting credits, 868 acting credits.
Damn.
Yeah. So obviously Scooby-Doo, Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, Animaniacs, Scoob. Oh yeah, in that new Scooby movie, he was the voice of Scooby.
Yeah, he's been the voice of Scooby since the 80s, I think.
Oh, has he?
I think so. Maybe even the 70s.
In both Aladdin movies.
Because the guy who Don Messick was the first voice of Scooby-Doo, and I think he died, and then Frank Welker took over for Don Messick. So there's somewhere, I can't remember if it's the 70s or the 80s, where there's a line where you can tell that the Scooby's voice changed.
Ah.
Hey guys, I'm back.
Oh shit! All right, stop talking about him. But no, he was in both Aladdin movies, the animated and the live action one. He was the Cave of Wonders.
Okay.
Who was that? I'm sorry. I'm a 5-year-old coming in the middle of a movie.
Oh, don't worry. We're just talking about Frank Welker. See, okay.
Yeah, that's...
So here's a perfect example of where he just does little animal noises for things. He's the voice of Santa's Little Helper and Snowball 2 from The Simpsons. So there you go. And how many episodes do they show up in and make sounds in? Yeah, dude.
You know what's funny is I actually think I knew that.
Did you? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, he's Figaro. Like, it just keeps going.
I think he was Slimer.
Was he?
I think so. In the Ghostbusters cartoon, I think he was.
Now, what was that cartoon called?
The Real Ghostbusters.
Not to be confused with that one that came before.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Hey, Josh, you're windy.
Yeah, I shouldn't be. I'm in a truck.
Oh, well, then you're engine-y.
Yeah. I'm almost to the hotel, so...
Okay, so...
I'll just park it.
Not only was he Slimer in The Real Ghostbusters, he was also...
He was Ray, wasn't he?
He was Ray. And Stay Puft, and Santa Claus, and the Mayor, and... Oh, my gosh. A lot of the monsters. Yeah. Dude is wild. Well,
it's a very Frank Welker podcast episode, everybody.
And he deserves it. Like, the dude is, like you said, a national treasure.
Yeah.
Now that Josh is back, should we get into some questions?
Sure.
So, a lot of podcasts and shows have listener questions. We're too lazy for that, so I go on Reddit and just find AskReddit questions. So, you guys ready for these? Here we go. First question. The year is 2025. The first astronauts have landed on Mars. They find a cave with a human skeleton in it and a sentence written on the wall. What does that sentence say? Josh, turn your turn signal off.
Oh, sorry. That's what it says? Nice, I like it.
All right, I got mine.
All right, what do you got?
Don't forget to drink your Ovaltine.
Son of a bitch! A crummy commercial.
Mine just says the old poop hole loophole.
Mine just says first! Exclamation point.
Nice.
All right, next question. Speaking of poop hole loopholes, what is the first rule of pooping at somebody else's house?
Try to avoid at all costs.
That's a good rule, but sometimes you can't, Josh.
Okay.
I would really like. There's a time limit because when I poop at my house or at work, I take my time.
Yeah.
But I don't need to be at a stranger's house or a friend's house and then wondering if I'm still alive in there. That's not cool. And then
agreed.
And don't be stingy with the courtesy flushes, because you can't always trust someone else's toilet.
Ooh. Yeah, and then no matter what, when you walk out, you just look at them and say, "Fix your toilet for you."
You say what?
I fixed your toilet for you.
Oh, wait, what does that mean?
I don't know. I just had a friend that would always do that, and I thought it was fucking hilarious.
That just raises more questions than it actually answers.
Yeah. He's a plumber, so.
Oh, well then that makes sense. Like, I couldn't walk out of a bathroom and be like, "I fixed your sprinklers for you." Or you.
Well, you could.
You couldn't walk out of someone's bathroom and be like, "I fixed your helicopter."
You know what? Watch me.
Jordan couldn't walk out of someone's bathroom and be like, "I fixed years of social oppression."
I fixed your history for you.
I just put a Band-Aid over it. There you go. Fixed it.
Their family pictures are missing.
There's this white paint in there. I fixed it.
That's not what Jordan would do. It's the opposite.
Oh.
Jordan, do you have any pooping rules for someone's house?
I think it's a proper courtesy that you turn on the light and the vent before pooping.
I agree with this.
So that way, when somebody hears the vent, that's just a polite way of you telling them, "Hey, I'm pooping in here."
Oh, I have.
So everybody knows what they're getting into.
Like, somebody walks in and they're like, "Hey man, the fan was on. You knew exactly what you were coming into."
Yeah. Also, it's like, "Hey, I need some cover fire in here."
Also,
I don't know what this is going. I don't know how this is going to turn out.
Yeah. Because
could be stealthy, could be the opposite of stealthy.
Oh, and I'm one of these people. I actually have a bottle of poopery next to on my sink. You spray that in first. I mean, obviously, I don't do this when I'm home alone because I don't care. But like, I say, if you're at someone's house and you see a bottle of poopery, that is there for you to use. Like, that's not just a joke. Use it.
Yeah. It's not a suggestion. Fucking do it.
Yeah. All right. Next question. What would you like to shout if you knew the whole world would hear you right now?
Whipple!
Yeah, Mickey Mutineers!
Like, just one thing to shout, and like the entire world hears it, and that's all they hear, and then they're just left. What the fuck?
Well, see, in my case, I would hope they would at least Google it, and they'd be like, "Oh shit, they have a website?" These assholes. First of all, I like that Jordan's putting a lot of thought into this, and we clearly didn't.
I mean, I feel like there are so many, like, this question, like, there's so many things I would love to shout. So many things that I would love to shout. But I've got to go with my gut, and that's don't forget to drink your Ovaltine.
It works. Has anyone ever actually had Ovaltine?
No.
Yeah.
Where did you?
Mom used to buy that shit all the time.
What happened? Like, and then I was born? Because that was never around when I was around.
Did we lose Josh?
No, I'm here.
Oh.
He's just wondering why he was abused and I wasn't with Ovaltine.
Yeah, that.
Well, Mom liked me.
I mean,
Happy birthday. All right, I got a question. What's something you'd rather you didn't know about? And while you guys think about yours, I have my answer already. And it's how figs are pollinated.
Ooh.
Oh
Right.
wait, isn't that where like a whole bunch of like wasp larvae?
Well, the wasp itself, yeah. So they like get into the flower, and the wasp lays eggs and then dies in there, and that pollinates the fig. But they never leave, Jordan. That's the horrific part. The wasp never leaves. Every fig has the remains. I mean, it's absorbed by the fig, but just the thought that there's a wasp body in there, or eggs and larvae. It's just why? Why do we need what branch of evolution did this come off of where figs depended on wasps? Also, I don't eat very many figs, and by very many I mean none at all. The closest I get is fig Newtons. But if you ever do bite into a fig or a date and you hit a crunch, sometimes the wasp doesn't evaporate all the way. So just
I think, this kind of falls in line with fucking bot flies. I wish I never knew about bot flies.
Are those like the things that like dig into animals?
The parasite that kind of like. I somehow the YouTube algorithm one night started showing me botfly videos, and then for 2 months in my feed it would be like, hey, check out this kitten with a botfly, and I'm like, no. But then I would watch it and I would be like, oh, that poor baby, bet he feels so much better now.
But the way I fucking found out about him is that whole interview where some dude was interviewing Stephen Fry and asked him about, what he would say to God if God existed.
It's a good interview.
And he goes in, yeah, it's a great interview. But then he starts talking about freaking bugs burrowing into children's eyes, and that's the fucking bot flies, man.
Yeah, here's the crazy thing. I didn't find out about these until literally last week.
Ew.
And it's a very similar story to Jordan's that came up on TikTok. There was a dog with a botfly in it, and they were like showing how they extract it by suffocating it with Vaseline. And it just showed the pulsing hole, and I'm just watching it going, what the hell is this? And then when they take it out, I was like, God, I almost threw my phone. And I didn't.
Yeah, apparently you can suffocate ticks on your animals with Vaseline as well.
Well, have you ever tried to breathe in Vaseline? Very difficult.
I mean, it's just something I wouldn't have thought about otherwise,
Yeah, no. Also, I hate the feeling of Vaseline. That makes my spine tingle. Just, I don't like greasy things. So, wait, whose answer was botfly?
Mine.
Jordan, what do you got? Did you have anything?
What was the question? Something I wish I didn't know about? Yeah. That's a tough one. I wish I didn't know about what are those giant ass wasps that live out by you?
Tarantula hawks.
The cazadors?
Yeah, fuck those. I wish I didn't know about those.
Speaking of which,
I thought it was cazadors.
I mean, cazadors are those also, but Jordan hasn't played Fallout games, so you're off the hook. Holy shit, I hadn't seen one for a while, and just, what was it, Friday? Just this last Friday at work, I was driving along, there was one on the cart path. For some reason, I could have just ran it over, but I thought that would just make it angry. It wouldn't kill it. So I actually went and swung wide around it. It was just standing there, but I'm not taking my chances. Tarantula hawks are horrific. If you want to know more about them, ask our friend Heather. She loves them. Just kidding. Heather hates them. She yelled at me for a while about showing them to her. I don't remember the context, but it was here on this show. She she had the picture on her phone, and then she would open whatever app it was in, and then that picture would show up because she forgot to not be on that picture. And then she would blame me for it, which that's fair. That's fair. All right, we got time for one more question, and this is a good one. And I don't.
Okay.
You win the $500 million Powerball. What's the first thing you're doing?
I'll tell you what. The first thing I'm not doing is telling a fucking soul. Do not tell anybody. Then the second thing I do is get a lawyer. The third thing I do is still tell nobody.
Well, you have to tell the lawyer.
Well, yeah, okay. Well, I mean, yeah. Tell nobody but the lawyer. Fourth thing is delete all social media. Fifth thing is just to quietly slip out of society. While still telling nobody.
So here's what I would do.
Sixth thing is a lot of cocaine.
The rest of it is going right up your nose. Here, I'm going to piggyback on that. Yeah, I agree. I wouldn't tell anyone at first or ever. I wouldn't tell anyone. However, I feel like the quality of this podcast is going to get noticeably better when we have our own studio. That all three of us are in the studio and not over Skype. And we won't explain why or how or what, and it's going to be called Fort Asshole.
Fort Asshole Recordings.
And everyone's gonna be like, wow, the quality of this recording is impeccable, but man, it's still the same guys. Okay, no, I'm gonna replace Josh. Sorry, Josh. I'll pay you off. It's fine.
What are you replacing me with?
I don't know, a Twinkie? Twinkies are delicious.
Ow.
No, it's fine, I'm paying you off. Like, you still get to reap the benefits. And like,
Wow.
and like,
I guess I know who's not getting an anonymous check when I win.
hold on, no, you can come back on the show. It's fine. Along with the quality of the podcast, like Hot Sauce Heathen is going to have a live studio audience, 3 cameras, and it's gonna be on the Warner Brothers backlot.
And then it's also going to be on a stage that's a turntable, so we just flip it around and it becomes Hot Dog Heathen.
But like the only thing that changes is the logo. It's the exact same set because I have $500 million and I can do that.
Yeah.
And the CG budget is gonna be so high.
Fucking CG's done by what is it? Industrial Lights, whatever.
ILM?
Lucas. Yeah.
And then I'm finally going to buy the WandaVision Wanda legendary toy.
Oh, I thought you just gonna leave it at the WandaVision Wanda.
No, I just want the toy. It's $35, but I'm still on the waiting list, so.
I was gonna say you can't buy the Olsen Not twin.
The Olsen variant, Josh, come on.
Right.
All right, Jordan, what would you buy?
Well,
No.
$500 million? Is that what it was?
Yeah, the first thing you do with 500 million.
First thing I would do with $500 million. Well, I guess the first thing I would do would have to be pay taxes on that. So I'm only really taking home $250 million.
No, we said you don't tell anyone. That includes the government.
Yeah, don't worry, Jordan. Rich people don't go to jail.
All right.
Remember?
Well, the first thing I'm doing is obviously fucking absconding and leaving the country because tax evasion since the dawn of time, apparently.
No, you just buy an island, make it your own country.
No, just no. Well, do what other millionaires do, and just put it in an offshore bank account, so that way you don't have to pay taxes, and then more money just gets taken out of the American economy.
Look at that, it's corrupting him already.
Mm-hmm.
Did you
I
say
learned it from
trumping them
watching you,
already?
Dad.
What, Josh?
Did you say trumping them
I
already?
said corrupting him.
Oh.
But, I mean, close enough. All right, so far Jordan's been reasonable. What else you got? I want to know what you'd buy.
Hasbro.
Just the entire company.
Shit, yeah, I would buy Hasbro. Fuck. I don't know, man. I think Hasbro might cost more than $500 million.
But you could get that Galactus figure.
Yeah, I could get that Galactus figure, couldn't I? Man, yeah, but I'd have to pay a shitty aftermarket price on it. I don't want to pay more than $400 for it.
It's like the $1,000 Devastator.
Oh God.
Is that a sex toy?
I would.
$1,000 Unicron?
Is there a $1,000 Unicron?
Well, the Unicron figures that exist now are $1,000 because it was.
There's been a couple Devastators on TF Source that are $1,000.
Really? I know that there's one that's 500 or close to 600, but I've never seen one that's 1,000. I know that there's a giant statue that's like $1,200.
You know what I would buy?
I would have like a Transformer statue built that moves like those giant Gundam ones in Japan.
Man,
So you just make a Gundam?
A Transformer one.
Your answer was
a Transformer Gundam?
I just wanted to buy that Mothman statue. That's a cool statue. But it doesn't move. I guess I could make it move.
What if I used the money to re-erect Confederate monuments, but each Confederate monument just shows how stupid the fucking Confederacy was? It's heritage. There you go, buddy. Have at it. You know,
like missing teeth.
It's nothing but like missing teeth and cross-eyed people.
Like a dude riding a knock-kneed horse with his lady cousin on its back.
And riding the horse backwards. They'd all be like that stupid fucking Nathan Bedford Forrest statue that's off of on the other side of Chattanooga.
I've seen pictures of this. I'm glad.
It's the one. It's like the one eye's looking this way and one eye's going this way. Just like God, he looks like. Oh my God, he just looks inbred.
I like that you Google Nathan Bedford and you didn't even get to the last D. It's like Forrest statue. Yes, that's the one. I'm looking at it right now. It's real ridiculous.
You know what? If that statue could talk, you know what it would sound like? Do you remember the episode of SpongeBob when he created Doodle Bob?
No.
And Doodle Bob just like grumbles stuff. He just goes, "Me nigh hoy manoy the my guy get bug." Like that's what it sounds like. That statue would sound like.
Like I'm glad we both went for cartoon references because I was gonna say this looks like the horse at least looks like something straight out of a Trogdor cartoon. Trog horse!
Why is his upper body so huge and his legs so tiny?
Why are you asking so many questions, Josh? It's art. And Jordan's going to raise more of these.
Can we replace the horse with Blucifer?
No, I was just going to say that Blucifer could totally kick this horse's ass. Lucifer is a symbol of power, Josh. I would never put that up as a Confederate monument. How dare you?
Why is his face so derpy?
Look at his mouth. It's just like, hey, you guys.
Oh my God, this is the greatest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. It's like it was drawn by a 3-year-old. The horse is just as derpy.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Noodle legs. And what is he pointing his gun at? Like, that's not even proper gun safety. He's just waving it frantically.
Well, but he's all freaking limp wrist waving it, too.
Horrible trigger discipline.
Is that his horse's name?
Yes. Also, like,
Down, Trigger.
look how high up he is on the horse. He's like riding the bottom of the horse's neck. He's not even on its back. This is the worst statue I've ever seen.
Or the best. Is this statue like serious, or did someone fucking make it to a
Jordan?
I'm sorry, what was the question? I was distracted by something.
Is this or did they make it to make fun of this shit?
No, okay, so the statue is for real, but it's not an official it's not like an official monument. It was actually created by some dude, private property. The thing is, his private property backs up to Interstate 75 in Tennessee. So he has the statue set right against the edge of his property, so you can see it driving down the interstate.
Now, did he build it himself?
Maybe.
Or did he commission this?
He commissioned it on Fiverr.com. I feel like, what the heck is Jake talking about? Should do like an April Fool's episode about this horse.
Fucking ordered it on Overstock.
Wish.
Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. My bad. It's when you buy your racism off Wish.com.
And you get it just the way you deserve.
Painted pink.
Shit. Guys, I think that's a good... We're not going to top this.
Yeah, we gotta go. I'm dying here looking at all these pictures.
Anyway, in short, I would use my $500 million to make fun of the neo-Confederates who claim heritage, not hate, whenever it clearly is hate and zero heritage.
Oh, I like it.
Or their heritage is 100% hate. So.
Oh,
yeah,
weird.
I think that's closer.
Yeah.
Fantastic parting words. Real quick, guys, next week is the start of Spooky-tober.
Spooky-tober.
So we're going off our regular schedule of 3 Mickey Mutineers and 1 Disaster Hour. So next week will be Mickey Mutineers, but a spooky one.
With special guest star Spooky the Cat.
Podcat! He counts. And then so it'll be every other week. It'll be Mutineers, Disaster Hour, Mutineers, Disaster Hour, all Halloween themed because it is the most wonderful time of the year.
Okay, so if we're done, I'm gonna go check into my hotel room.
Yeah, we're done. So
all right.
See you guys next week. Bye, everybody. I love you all.